Look at this. Entrepreneur Magazine, April 2018. I feel entrepreneurial quite often, and when you obstruct my emails, yes, when I have to apply for rental assistance because you won't enforce my constitutional rights, yes, when I've documented forgeries and mail fraud and quite possible a wire fraud, yes, and then the illegal use of wiretapping of my personal electronics or my email accounts, yes, and I have the right to sue each and every individual in this nation that has any knowledge of this. Somehow you decide to be dickheads again. Well, look at this. This is the National Baseball League. Oh, why don't you give me every stadium where baseball is played everywhere in the United States and 20 miles down? Ooch. Every coach, ooch. Every player, ooch. All fans, ooch. And every employee of every national book. Exactly. What do you control? Oh my gosh, look at New York City built themselves that big epicenter. I'd seen on television that somebody had decided to wire every stadium so that they could adjust what was being viewed of those that view sports. Yes, it looks like a big command center, really. It's like, well, it's in New York City, yes, and I watched a television program about it. It's the latest in technology. Yes. Now, of all televised sports, yes. Do you know who's watching sports right now? No. Do you know who's been watching sports for the last 20 years? No. Could you get me ESPN? Pooch, pooch. Could you get me all paid programming of all sports? Yes. Could you get me all the pay-per-views of all Seahawks games? Is there any possible? Could you get me the satellite systems of all broadcast sports throughout the United States and the rest of the world? I'd just like to know the GPS location of every individual that's been watching any sports because there's a possibility, okay? Look at this. Create your own professional website. Isn't that right? Yes, it is. Why don't you give me all professional team sports? Could you just search for the word baseball on every web page and website? I'd like to know of every IP address and every email address of every individual that happens to be a fan of all professional sports. You got one of these sports franchises? Got yourself a website? Email addresses? IP addresses? You broadcast your sports on sports channels? Yes. You have special packages for those that are sports fans? Yes, you do. Why don't you get me cable and satellite? Now, there's a possibility, okay, that I myself might want to get involved in sports. Yes, there is. Maybe not as a father that's sitting there rooting for my sons as if they were something of great significance. As an individual that like to buy a few of them right now, I'd like to buy a few of them